Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maria Stashkevich. I work for the European Digital Finance Association. I'm really happy to meet in this way all of you who want to participate in this hackathon on this, I would say, rather symbolic day, because 2 hours ago, the Commission supported granting the candidate status to Ukraine and to other countries. So I'm really happy that we symbolically chose the date to open today's hackathon. As the FAI wanted, I'm stuck on the airport, so I won't be able to stay with you for the entire event, but I'm really happy that I was at least able to join this way, because with the team of the Ukraine Association for FinTech and Innovation Companies, our colleagues from Crowd Policy, and of course the Commission, the European Commission, the GFISMA, and our sponsor Leo, we've, I think, prepared a very interesting project that, of course, will be filled in with the content by all participants. Today, we'll have welcome words by the representatives of all the institutions and organizations that make this project happen. And at the end, you will receive more operational information from Theo, who will lead you through the next week and the process of the hackathon. And those lucky of you who will win the prize, if you will be able to join us, I will be happy to welcome you next week in Brussels on June 29th, where the prize will be handed over. So now I would like to give the floor to Matthias from the European Commission, the GFISMA, and good luck, everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you to Maria for those introductory words. Let me also take the occasion to thank the European Digital Finance Association, as well as Rostislav and others from the Ukraine Association of FinTech and Innovative Companies, for making this possible and taking part. We're playing a small part here as well, and we're very, very happy to be part of this and believe it is very important. Let me just briefly perhaps recap a little bit where we come from, what we see as the really interesting thing of this coding challenge, which is obviously, I mean, everything stems from the Russian war of aggression in Ukraine, which is creating a significant amount of hardship, and which includes, for example, disruption to private and public services on which people in their everyday life depend. And this may be people who now live in Ukraine but are still but are displaced. It means all the citizens that now are refugees around Europe and elsewhere. And it also means those firms who are trying to survive under the current circumstances. And that's why we thought it would kind of interesting to try to contribute towards the kind of development of innovative and new kind of products, services, etc., to help refugees, to help those who are internally displaced, and to help those companies that are trying to survive in these current very, very challenging circumstances. And we know from experience, I'm working in the European Commission's kind of digital finance unit, so we are kind of focused on trying to accompany the digital transformation that is shaping the financial sector in Europe, Ukraine, and the world, and to see what policy can do to kind of contribute towards and help that and nudge that in the right direction. And we know from experience that digital finance can help a lot with a lot of the kind of practical or operational challenges that people face in their everyday life, be it in executing payments, be it in accessing financial services across the border remotely, without the kind of relying on the kind of a normal physical branch network, etc., and to kind of connecting those who are in need of financial services and those who are able to provide financial services, to be able to connect those who have surplus capital with those who need capital, to be able to kind of link people information-wise, to prove their identities, to kind of leverage the information that they've gathered from the data they have, and to make that data available to others who may need it in order to be able to provide you a service. So for all these reasons, we thought it was useful and very worthwhile to kind of create this coding challenge, to kind of leverage all the innovative ideas which are out there, to try to stimulate the development of creative ideas, how digital financial applications can be used to ease the hardship of the people in Ukraine and elsewhere, and to support businesses in Ukrainian recovery once the war is over and in the meantime as well. So that's why we are taking part, and we are very, very happy to see the huge uptake of this challenge and to welcome all today's participants. It looks extremely promising, and we very much look forward to all the creative ideas that will kind of be worked upon in the coming days, ahead of indeed the kind of closing ceremony, the award ceremony that will take place in Brussels in 10 days or so on the 29th of June, where some of you will then receive a prize. But having said that, looking very much forward, welcome to all of you. And again, a big thanks to all of the others here on the panel and present here at this webinar today who have made this possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthias, and I invite to the welcome world Pavlo Bortnikov. He's project portfolio manager of platform Edopomoga at the Ministry of Social Policy of Ukraine.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today on behalf of the Ministry of Social Policy. I would like to thank to organization for the event and participant for your maximum involvement. Your activity today maybe is powerful, accelerating, and strengthening during the war. Your drive is dedication. Your drive and dedication is an important form of support Ukraine now, I think. And the Ministry of Social Policy, it's very good that we are in this topic, in this event, and now we try to help everyone who has suffered from Russian aggression, and you too try to help with us, and we're happy. So I hope that your productive work will bring fast results, will bring these results in the near future. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are with you.
Thank you, Pavel. And I invite to the welcome word on Arsen Makarchuk. He is Director of the Strategy Department of the National Bank of Ukraine. Arsen, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Rostislav. I want to thank all the hosts of this event that could make this happen, to our colleagues from European Union and our colleagues from Ukrainian FinTech Association. Know that the National Bank of Ukraine was also always there on the side of innovations in the financial services. This is a pillar of our strategy, and this is a important vector of the development of financial services infrastructure in Ukraine, as we believe and as we see it. Already before the war, we declared that we would like to build a fast, reliable, and modern financial services sector in Ukraine. Now, in current circumstances, we believe that the provision of financial services through remote channels and provision of financial services for those who suffer the circumstances and the effects, the consequences of the military activities happening in Ukraine for displaced persons, for refugees, is also a priority for the state in general. The National Bank of Ukraine, on our side, would like to help with all that we can do in the initiatives that are focused on developing of new and modern solutions in the financial services provision. For this reason, we are establishing our regulatory sandbox platform that is going to be launched in a couple of months already this year. And the National Bank of Ukraine is interested in learning the problems or learning these issues that the innovative financial services have while going out to Ukrainian market. We will do everything that depends on us in order to make this entry into Ukrainian market smooth, because we believe that we share the same goal. The same goal is the provision of modern, reliable, fast, and cheap innovative financial services to Ukrainian population, no matter where it is located now. So I would like to thank all the participants of today's event and the hackathon in general, and hope that the results will be beneficiary for all the Ukrainian citizens. Thank you, colleagues, and have a good work today.
Thank you, Arsen, and I'm pleased to welcome Alyona Shevtsova. She's owner of iBox Bank and CEO of International Payments System Leo, and she kindly agreed to provide the prize to those who win this race of hackathon. So, Alyona, welcome.
Rostislav, thank you for your time. Thank you, colleagues, for your desire to participate in the hackathon. And especially this year, we have the disaster, we have the dramatic historical war that took place in our motherland in Ukraine. And we do hope, and our company and the bank, we do hope that hackathon could focus and find out the real way solutions for temporarily displaced person or refugee to make its life somehow, or let's say more or less okay in foreign countries, in Europe or in the US. First of all, thank you for our colleagues that kindly support us and make possible hackathon took place this year. And also it's the outstanding project that also shows the high living standards of Ukrainians and actually try to improve the integration process of Ukraine with Europe. Today, we consider that only fintech and technology could provide the possibility of Ukrainian citizens outside to live okay and to make everything possible to stop this awful war. Thank you so much once again for the time, for your desire to cooperate, and as we say, the winner takes it all. See you in a week. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyona. So I'll just want briefly go through the topics which we put for the hackathon, maybe go a little bit deeply. So generally, we see that we want to help people who is refugee in Europe, who is IDP inside the Ukraine, and small and medium business to support continue their activity. So when we start, we just highlight a couple big topics like financial and payment services, insurance, including DeFi and Web 3.0, cybersecurity, logistic coordination, and information services is very important for people who just enter another country where they don't know where they can take that or these services. So it's subsistence and access to everyday needs, professional educational services, including financial literacy and inclusion, and we also leave the open category. So we just go a little bit deeply at the moment, and maybe it will help you to generate new idea or go more focused on your ideas. So we also add some like ideas with cross-border payments, cross-border crypto payments, insurance services, exchange services, because exchange of different currency is always a problem for refugee when they enter another country. So it's some investing in startup platforms, it's relocation for business, contact aggregation, transport for refugees, animals, transportation of humanitarian goods. It's also media, info aggregation, social media analytics, website scrubbers who can help to solve these categories, job portal for volunteers, non-paid and paid jobs, job aggregation for IDP and refugee, need collection solution, shelters for refugee, and all possible education platform and services. So I hope you have idea. If you don't have idea, our brilliant mentors will help you to crystallize the problem and fit your solution to the problem. And we hope that, you know, the best solution will win, but we also want to say thank you to everybody who participate and try to do the services to serve the people needs. So thank you very much. And I pass the word to Theo. Theo will go to some organization details. And Teo, please, the world is yours.
Thank you so much, Orislav. Thank you for all the welcome speeches. It's a pleasure for us to be here. I'm part of the crowd policy team. We are organizing, we are helping with the organization of all this hackathon. So we are here to help you with any needs that you might face during this. You might have heard of from me already from the calls and messages. So very quickly, I'm gonna go through the operational part of this hackathon. I think you can see my screen now. So I will start just by mentioning a few things. Just as a general, this is a hackathon that we want to develop ideas, technological solutions that we help with all these challenges that Rostislav just mentioned. The idea is that we are doing our best to help with Ukraine's recovery. So we are all here to help in every way we can. It doesn't matter if you want to build something small, big, every little thing helps. So we are a big consortium of different organizations supported by European Commission, and we are here to make this happen, and we are very grateful to have you all here with us. So some of the benefits, and as we see, one of the main things is that we want to create this open innovation ecosystem where we promote the solidarity, innovation, prosperity across all our members. And the goal is to create this human capital and find some collaborations between different teams, different individuals, cross-border collaborations to make sure that we can do our best. Because if we all work together, we can create something very nice. All the efforts will be blessed by creating things that will be useful for everyone around us. So the thematic areas, Rostislav just mentioned all of this. Here is like a high level of those. What I want to say here is that everything is on Slack, everything is on the website. So even if you can go to the website, you can find all the different challenges with a description, some ideas and some guidelines that we give you to follow for each one of those thematics. What I want to say here is that, of course, all these are indicative and just we provide them as a guideline. So if you want to work on something else, feel free to discuss with us, feel free to discuss with your mentors and find something that works. We really want to make sure that whatever you're working on is something that you want and you believe in. So just keep these ideas only for inspiration. It doesn't mean that you have to focus exactly on those. So everything will be on Slack. Please go there. You find all the information. I don't want to go into more details here. And we are happy to answer if anything is not clear. Just text us on Slack and we will be there to reply. A few words on the actual process. So as you know, the first thing that we do is the submission of ideas. I will explain in details in a while. Once you submit your ideas, we are looking for the technical specifications. This is already there. The ideation phase, this is happening already. We've already run 4 workshops on some ideas, on some projects, some challenges that we face, and you might feel that you can support or help. Right now we are in the beginning, so the coding starts as of today. And of course, we have a ceremony by the end of this hackathon. Here is the timeline, just a bit more to be on the same page. From today on the 17th until the 26th, you can hack and you can find and work on your ideas. The closing event will be on the 29th in Brussels. The commissioner, Ms. McGuinness, will be there with us to support, and we welcome you, as Maria mentioned, we welcome the winning team to be there and be on the have a physical presence on the event. So yes, when it comes to the actual idea, we always say keep calm, Google it. The idea is that you want to work something, everything is there. We are working with open processes, so feel free to just take ideas, use them as you will, and make sure that you can combine different processes. There's no limitations to what you can actually use. We're actually encouraging you to use any type of code that you want. Be open to that. We will ask you for the GitHub URL, so everything you build, we would appreciate it if you can make it public so anyone else can build on top of that and collaborate with you even in the years ahead. We, of course, if we want to use more modern technologies, if I may say, we are happy to see this innovation in your actual code, but whatever you feel more comfortable with, this is what we're looking for, right? On your own terms, make sure that you enjoy the process. We're here for a good cause, but in the meantime, we are going to do our best if we work on something that we are also good at. So feel free to use any type of code you want, any other tools that you want. We've already shared some tools with you, and we will keep sharing with you on Slack. So whatever you feel comfortable with, go with it and make it happen. The next thing, as I mentioned, the Slack is very important. Everything happens through Slack. So we post all the communications, all the updates there. You can find your mentors. You can find other team members if you're looking for that. You can introduce yourselves, because again, this is a community we're building here. So it's not just about creating this only one product, tool, service, whatever you want to use to build, but it's about creating this ecosystem. So maybe there are other collaborations, and there are many people in this Slack channel working on different sectors. So maybe you can find a partner in different things, even if it's not for this hackathon itself. Three main channels here. The general one where we discuss and we post any updates on the links or anything else when it actually happens. The second one is the challenges, ideas. So here you can propose your ideas. Don't be afraid that someone might steal it. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you want to use, if you want to ask anything, you can go to that channel and post your ideas. And of course, the mentoring requests, where you can go directly and talk with the mentors. So the mentors are all over the place. They are all in all these channels. One thing as a tip, we've run this for over 35 times. So as a tip, I would say just go to the mentors, ask them, be proactive for them, discuss with them, make it happen, ask for the meetings, calls, whatever works for you. They are all here to help you. We have more than 30 mentors. On the mentors themselves, I actually have a few more things. They are across different organizations. They come from a public sector, private sector. They have startups. They have established companies, multinational companies. They are common for everyone, and they can participate. They are doing their best to offer their time and their help to the teams. But this is actually very good for you. Just go and talk to them. If you cannot find someone that can help you with your needs, reach out to us, and maybe we can find someone else, or maybe we can match you with someone that can help you. One thing that I forgot to mention, sorry, previously on the Slack channels, is that we also have the channels for the challenges, but as well, you can go there and find a channel that is about the workshops that we run. I will also discuss about the workshop in a bit while, but it's also there, and you will be able to find everything there. So the mentors, use them as much as you can. Really, I've spoken with many of them, and they're all super excited to be here with you, and they all want to help. So just go talk to them and find the solution, and make it happen. So on the workshops, right now we're organizing, and these mentors are actually again organizing some workshops around their core skills. These workshops are around business, technology, around pitching, around pretty much anything on how you can build an idea from scratch. You can find all the workshops. I will ask my colleagues to share the link with you, but of course it's going to be on Slack as well. You already have access to this. We have a few workshops planned, and we will be planning more in the week ahead. The idea is that the mentors will organize these workshops. It's not, of course, compulsory to join, but if you feel that the topic might help you, feel free to jump in, get some interaction with the rest of the teams and the mentors themselves, and ask your questions. If you have a particular topic that you would like us to cover, maybe you need something with, feel free again, post it on Slack, contact us directly. Anyone from the organization team can help you with this. So you can find all the links there. So here, one of the important things, there are two important deliverables that we will ask from you. So the first one is the form number 1, as we call it, F1. This is the form of needs for all the teams and the Cotenstas. So this is aimed for you to give us a first idea of what you want to work on. It's actually meant to help us understand your needs, so we can actually contact and match you with correct mentors. This is something that you need to give to us, and it's an online tool. It's with Typeform, so it shouldn't take more than 3 minutes, I will say, and as long as you have the idea. Feel free to go and do that. We need to this by Sunday, 10 CT. So we can start on Monday, just matching every team with all the mentors. One very important thing here to mention, it doesn't really matter if you change your idea once you start. We're not here to, just whatever you say there, it's not the final submission of your idea. So you're free to pivot, of course. You're free to change the idea as a whole. You can change the thematic as 100% pivot to something else. This is something for us to help you and get this started. Very important. As you see here, we mentioned 18th on the 6th at 6 CT, but we're actually giving you an extra day, so you can use these 2 days to speak with the mentors already if you are on the fence on what you want to work on, and then you can just send it to us. Just submit it, please, by Sunday at 10 CT. So this is the first one, and yes, it should be very clear. Again, here to help if anything is not clear. The second one is the form 2. So this is actually the final form that we're asking from you. Again, it's a simple form. We're asking a few things on your actual idea. Here I have some things that you will see on this form. I don't want to go into details. You don't need to worry. It's super simple. We've done this hundreds of times. The idea is that we are looking for your presentation and or your video presentation. If you want to share something, we're looking to any links on mockups, websites, anything else. If you have a live product, just redirect us to this. Anything that can help us understand more what you've built, and any GitHub links that you've used. So don't forget, this is an open innovation competition, so feel free and please make sure that everything is open for everyone to use. Once we have all these deliverables by next Sunday, next Saturday, we will be picking, not me, but the jury committee will be picking the top performing teams. We are not sure on the exact number yet, but we will ask these teams to present their ideas to the jury committee, so the jury committee can ask their questions directly. Of course, during this 1 week and a few days, you have to create something with the help of your mentors, and they can help you with the pitch as well. So the idea is that once you are through this, we will invite you. You will present your ideas. You have 6 minutes, about 6 minutes to present it, and then the jury committee can ask you questions. So once this happens, we will invite the final team to join us to the closing event in Brussels. Again, you shouldn't worry about these things. It's a very straightforward process. So you will be able to just do that. We will contact you for the deadlines. We will update you if anything changes in terms of the timings, etc. So the next one is the evaluation. So once you have sent that, this is the way that the judges will go and evaluate your ideas. So we're looking for 3 main things. The first one is the technology, which is about 40% of your final score. This has to do with what extent the application has been completed during this hackathon. So maybe you're starting from the scratch, maybe you already had the project and you want to pivot it to go closer to the topics of this hackathon. So we want to see to what extent you've actually done that. The second one is integration with any third parties, such as through APIs or anything as really you want to use. The degree of implementation of all these functionalities. And the integrations from different technologies. As I mentioned earlier, we're looking for the state-of-the-art technologies and frameworks, but of course, feel free to use whatever you feel more comfortable with. The next one, which is the next 40% of evaluation metrics, is a business model. This is actually, we are looking for how it can be implemented. It's not really a business in this case, but it's more how we can actually utilize the tool or service that you will build. So who does it affect, to whom you're addressing to, how many people will be affected if and when it goes live. So how big of an impact this will have. What is the completeness of the project that you provide in order for to be live in the next few, whatever that is, in a short timeline. And of course, if you want to do that and you already have a live product and you can go and talk with potential users, get some feedback, that's a big plus for your final score. The third thing is about innovation. So here, this is 20%, the remaining 20% of total score. And here we're looking for new technological innovation on the app itself, how you actually use APIs or other web services to build your idea, how it motivates the users to actually go and use it, and how useful and helpful it is in terms of what exists today and what we can bring to those people in need, and in what innovative ways, of course, it actually solves the problem. So that's it. Again, we have all this information on Slack available, so you will be able to find them. It is that you should work on your idea, on your project. Don't really think about that. Focus on the technology, the problem that you're going to solve, and everything else will come. The teams that usually win are the ones that are focusing on what they want to focus on. Of course, keep in mind the business side and the innovation side, but make sure that you're working on something that you really want to work on. Here as my final slide, I will just present you the prize. As we discussed already, we have a prize of 10,000 euros. This idea, the winning idea, will be presented in Brussels on Wednesday of the 27th of June. Thank you all. I'm here for any questions. I can actually, before we close, I will give you another overview of the deliverables, just for you to be sure, and we will share with you this information on Slack. So if you have any questions, feel free to type them on the chat. I can actually check here if there are any questions. Debbie, if you can help me with the questions, because there are a few more than a few. 29th of June, sorry, Wednesday, the 29th of June. So as long as you type your questions, two important deliverables, as we said, Form 1 and Form 2. Form 1, you will be sent Form 1 now. You will receive it in general. Maybe it's already there. We are looking to receive this until Sunday evening and 10 CT time. So we can use this to match you with mentors, understand a bit more of what else you might need during this hackathon. So this is for Sunday in 2 days, and we're looking to receive this information from you until 10 CT, Sunday the 19th. So the first one. The second one will be live, and you will receive the link as well in the meantime. It's until Saturday the 25th. At about noon again, the CT. We will share the exact time with you. This is the final proposal. So once you send that, this is the final with all the URLs, all the deliverables when it comes to what you've built, what you've done, the code, and anything else. So I don't know if there are any questions here. Roslav, you want to help me, Depi?
Yeah, it was a couple questions. Yes, please, Depi.
I'm sorry for the interruption. I want to share with all of the contestants that the final form may have an extension, a time extension. We're going to see how the work goes with you and how we can help you more in order to have a final and a good product to provide help to everybody, not just to make something, let's say, a code. We want to help everybody. So we may have a time extension, but don't worry, don't feel free, be yourself and do the best you can. Rostislav, the floor is yours. This is what I want.
Yes, thank you. So it was a couple questions inside the chat, but thank you, Depi, you answer it. So colleagues, if you have more questions, don't hesitate and just put this question to Slack, and colleagues from Crowd Policy will help you to find the right answer for your question. So I think that's what we need to say, is that let the challenge begin, and good luck to everybody. Have fun, and do something great that will help Ukrainian people to feel themselves better in Europe or in other cities when they are now internally displaced. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Rostislav. Yes, of course.
Hello. So my question is, do we have to, code the whole idea, or we can just use some components and make it like in a Figma or XD, and that works, that we can present to you by clicking its element and show you how it works.
Yes, I understand. Thank you, Karen. That's a solid question. To be honest, the more you do, the better. If you cannot build the actual tool, if you don't have time, or if you need whatever else, feel free to do it through Figma or any other tools. The more things that you can give to the judge committee, the better are for your scores. So you can decide, maybe you lose something here on the business side or the readiness to go to market, to go live. So it's totally up to you, but we would expect to see some working tools work for an MVP, I would say. And then, you can say, this is what we've built throughout this week. This is what are the next steps through Figma, or whatever else you want to use.
Also, I have a question. I have a question on chat. Mila asks, if you have no idea but have a team for implementation, is it possible for us to take part?
Absolutely, yes. You're more than welcome to take part. We have the ideation workshops, so you can find them. We will share the links with you so you can see what we've discussed. Please go. We will also have the challenges already there in the Slack channels, so you can see the challenges and maybe you get inspiration. Reach out, write on general. Again, what I really want to say, I didn't make it super clear, I think, but please, this is an open competition. Please talk to each other. We are just here to facilitate the whole process. So talk to each other, explain what is your background. Maybe someone can jump in, talk with the mentors. I'm sure you will find an idea to work on. And there are actual people, there are individuals that are looking for a team to join. So maybe you can connect with them. The goal is to create a nice team here. We're all working for the same goal, for the same cause. So please go and type, introduce yourselves, and you will find someone. I'm definitely sure. And mentors can also help you with that.
I have some questions. I'm sorry for interrupting, but first, where will be the list of teams and themes of projects for myself to know if I only find some the same idea as another team?
Very good.
I have to interrupt you, Theo,
Yes,
here. We cannot share the ideas going to be shared first with the mentors. After that, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, Ana Maria, hi, I'm Debbie from Crowd Policy. You can reach me on Slack and I'm going to answer everything in the process. I have to tell you that the ideas are going to be shared first with the mentors in order to make the individual teams first, and then we are going also to make let's connect the ideas. And if you want to talk about it, we can talk on Slack together on a personal message. We cannot share all the ideas right now with the contestants. We can talk together. Send me a message and I will answer every question of yours.
But somewhere the opened list of teams exists or no?
So Ana Maria, to help you, that we don't have the exact, we have the registrations, but that's why we're looking for this F1 form, because we don't know exactly the teams, the ideas, etc. So we will share with you once we have this. We will share with everyone on Monday or at some point very early next week, so you have an idea. But I would suggest before that, go to Slack and ask the teams. It doesn't really matter if two teams are working on the same time topic. Probably this will happen, and I think more than one, because we have much more than, I don't know, like 15 teams joining us. So I'm sure that there will be some ideas working on the same topic, but don't worry about that. You should just focus on what you want to do. And, we will share with you whatever we can once we have the information. In the meantime, go talk to the Slack channels if you don't have a team or an idea, and you can communicate and contact them directly.
Thanks.
I have a question, if you don't mind.
Of course.
I didn't find the way to catch some mentor for our team, to be honest. I have this spreadsheet, availability mentors, but I didn't understand how to choose or how to find a mentor, to be honest. And in Slack, I found this channel, but this topic archived in the channel. Maybe it will be exist.
So the mentors are hopefully already on the Slack channels. On the folder, just to answer your first question, you will see the availability of all mentors. They have marked with a red the days that and times they cannot mentor you, and with a green box the days and times that they can. So if you find a mentor that you want to talk with, go there, write your name, your team's name, so you can book that slot, and then you need to contact that mentor directly to arrange the way that you're going to talk. You can use Slack directly, you can use Google Meets, Zoom, Teams, whatever works for you better. Maybe some of these mentors are not there that we're trying our best. They are, they're trying to give their time. They want to be part of this. It might take some time. Go find them on LinkedIn, find other ways, be creative, because they want to help. So maybe you can find them through something else if they're not on Slack.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do we have any questions arised?
I see here. I think we are good.
Yes, I have also answered some questions
yes, thank you.
on the chat. Mr. Kudrenko, I think you just opened your mic. Can you please ask any questions you want?
I want to thank you for all the participants. It was very interesting conversation and very helpful for us because we want to win this challenge. So I'm very glad that I take part in this challenge. Thank you.
Thank you. So one last thing, we are going to share again, because I think that will be easier for everyone, all the links on the general Slack channel, so you have access to everything, the workshops, the events, the mentors, availabilities, etc. So you will have everything in one place. And of course, again, just go there, try, talk with anyone you want. We are here to help you. You have 2 days. Thank you all for joining. I will give the floor back to Roslav for some last words, but thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Theo. So I will be very short. So good luck to everybody, and let's most interesting, most innovative solution will win. So thank you and good luck.
Thank you a lot. That's a great initiative. Looking forward to Bye.
So Maria, we are hearing you.
I'm still here. Just the final word from me. The deadline for the delivery of your solutions is Sunday, June 27th. But what I wanted to stress is that with those teams who had interesting ideas, and of course with the winning team, we would love to work in the future to help them put their solution on the market, both in Ukraine and the EU. So again, good luck to everyone, and go to work and succeed. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Maria. Really important. I forgot to mention, thank you for bringing this back. Really, again, let's stress that even if you don't win, we want to work with you. Maria is leading an organization of many interesting participants and members. So it doesn't really matter who the winner is. And, we are here to support you even after the hackathon and make sure that we can do nice things together. Thank you, Maria. Back to you, Roslav.
I'll just finish. Thank you.
Goodbye, all.